and in time trouble. He won the game. Round 7 is coming up, and look at this matchup. Magnus Carlsen, white pieces against Hikaru Nakamura on 5.5 points. He has the black pieces here, Hikaru, and look at that. Magnus going straight from that time trouble and that drama and that win into the battle against his biggest rival in Title Tuesday. It's Hikaru Nakamura.
It's Hikaru Nakamura, and Magnus starts with 1b3. He played 1b6 in the previous game, got a dodgy position, survived it. Wow, so many twists and turns in that last game alone, but he's going to have to be better, Magnus Carlsen. He's going to have to play better than he did in the previous game if he wants to take down Hikaru, who has dropped below 3,400, but not by much. This is going to be a huge, huge clash. Yeah. The winner of this is going to be the favorite to win the tournament.
Definitely. Magnus Carlsen coming straight from that win, that time trouble, that drama. And into this one, does he need to calm down now, Asbjørn?
Yeah, probably, but you know, it's after such a dramatic game, it's hard to jump straight into the next game, and then we face Hikaru. So yeah, that was a crazy game. But yeah, this is an important game. Playing Hikaru, he's one of his strongest opponents, maybe the strongest opponent in Title Tuesday.
Yeah, this game has already got off to a bit of a weird start. Magnus has moved his knight 3 times already. He's breaking all the rules today, Magnus Carlsen, all the opening rules. He's moved the same piece more than once. He's neglected his own king safety. His king's still in the center, not getting castled. He does, however, have a very powerful bishop and a very potentially strong knight. We see a trade of pawns in the center. This knight is now hit, and Magnus needs to decide what to do. Does he just retreat that knight? There it goes. As the water comes back onto the screen. I'm blaming you for that, Asbjørn.
Yeah. Stay hydrated, so it's good to see.
And now check on Magnus's king. The black knight now dancing forward. The knight traded off, though, as the black queen looks very, very strong, but will likely be traded off. There we go. Magnus trying to get into an endgame and arguing, actually, here, Magnus, that this pawn is a weakness. Too far advanced. Maybe he's got a point. The eval bar slightly liking Magnus Carlsen here, up on time as well.
It is the battle between the two kings of Title Tuesday. Hikaru Nakamura has won it 106 times. Magnus Carlsen is only on around 40 wins in Title Tuesday history, but Magnus Carlsen has won many more times than Hikaru in the autumn split. He's won 3 Title Tuesdays so far, and this is game week 10. Magnus Carlsen is leading the Champions Chess Tour with 37 points. Hikaru Nakamura is in second place with 25 points. A win in Title Tuesday today would get Hikaru Nakamura 10 points and a little bit closer to Magnus Carlsen. Big battle here in round 7.
Yeah, so much on the line when these two meet. And when they met over the board in St. Louis recently, it was Magnus with the upper hand, defeating Hikaru several times there, although their last 2 games ended in draws. I think a draw here probably suits Magnus in the tournament standings. He'll keep a half-point lead, but knowing these two, they always want to beat each other, as we see a trade for knight for bishop. As it's opposite color bishops now, white with the dark squared piece, black with the light squared piece. I'm slightly surprised Magnus isn't challenging this pawn yet. I would probably want to go for that if I were white, just to get rid of the very strong pawn. There we go. Magnus also opening up a new file for his rook to stare down. Small, tiny advantage for Magnus Carlsen, I'm going to say, but not much.
You see Magnus is locked in, leaning forward. He's also saying something here. I wonder what this... he's going for it, h4. Going for some kind of attack here.
Coffee Kitchen on YouTube saying it's the Norwegian daddy versus the American daddy, and the American daddy
What
is massively better.
What's happened here? Magnus Carlsen has blundered. Hikaru is narrowing his eyes. He might have seen it. Knight takes pawn. Rook takes pawn.
What a way to just ruin the game in one move.
Is this ruined? Is this hopeless now for Magnus Carlsen? Has he blundered already?
It's over. It's just a one-move blunder, like Magnus says. Black's just taken a pawn with his knight. If the knight lives, it's going to jump in with a deadly check. That's going to fork several pieces. If the knight is captured, then the black rook comes in with a check. It's a double attack, hitting the king, winning the bishop. Hikaru is going to be 2 pawns up at the minimum.
Massive blunder from Magnus Carlsen. Hikaru Nakamura is massively better already in this game. He is about to beat Magnus. Do you think Magnus will keep playing, or is this just simply over?
At this level, it's it's pretty much over. Magnus does keep playing, I think, just out of shock more than anything, out of pride. He's now down an exchange. Just to survive those moves, he had to give up his rook for a knight. He also lost a pawn in the process, so he's down the exchange and a pawn. But despite his very strong bishop right now, at this level, you don't hold this. Like, he needs a miracle, Magnus Carlsen. He survived bad positions today, but nothing this bad.
That is just a massive blunder from Magnus Carlsen. Round 7, he was on a perfect score heading into this. Hikaru Nakamura with the win here will take over the lead from Magnus Carlsen. He will go to 6.5, and he has so much time on his clock.
Yeah, I think even with 20 seconds, let alone 2 minutes, 20 seconds, Hikaru would be a favorite. He's going to win this pawn. His rooks are teaming up now on the 3rd rank. White's just out of material.
Yeah,
wow.
We rarely see these also such big blunders from Magnus. Usually it's, but now it's just one move and it's completely lost. So.
And he does it against his biggest rival, being one of Magnus's friends. This rivalry with Hikaru. How does he talk about it, Dasbjørn?
Yeah, of course, it means a lot to him to beat Hikaru in these kind of tournaments. It is his biggest rival, so I'm sure this hurts. Yeah.
Definitely hurts for Magnus Carlsen, and quite the opposite for Hikaru Nakamura. Look at that smile.
Yeah, quiet confidence from Hikaru. He trades off White's rook, removing any remaining doubt, and Hikaru takes the win.
Unbelievable. Because I was focused on him attacking this pawn. Like, this has to be... Engine actually doesn't think I'm better.
Magnus Carlsen is explaining what happened